Yes, sir, Ski. You are tuned in to another episode of Infinite Vibes. I'm Moran, the man, and I got my lovely, rich, bossed up co-host DJ B-Lex in the building as well.
I be so flattered when you introduce me. I be feeling like a celebrity. I know, right? Like Big B boss,
Hey, B-Lex is a whole boss, man. B-Lex out here got artists, she got real estate, man, and she a DJ, but she flies herself. But it's not about us.
It ain't about us, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you a king, too, look. Don't be playing with you.
Hey, man, I'm doing my thing. I'm just trying to be great like my peers. But we're in the presence of somebody who is literally just out here going crazy. I feel like he is probably the industry's best kept secret right now.
Yes, honestly.
Best kept secret. He's somebody, if y'all don't know who this guy is, you are really, really sleeping up under a rock. He is going crazy. He got hit records. He's out here selling out shows.
Yes.
And it feels good to have him on our show. Please introduce yourself to our guest, sir.
I am Howell. I don't know what you want me to say.
No, that's funny.
Okay.
That was a dope, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank y'all for having me.
Okay.
Thank y'all for
You're
having me.
so soft-spoken.
I don't know what to say.
I love it, yes. You're beautiful, though. Like, you have, like, a good aura about yourself, good energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's good to see. It's refreshing, like, especially in this music industry.
Absolutely. Like, your vibe, you kind of remind me of those people, like, I don't know if y'all remember when Jennifer Hudson went on American Idol. It's like she had this vibe. She walked in the room. Everybody wasn't expecting her to be as good as she was.
Right.
She like killed everybody.
That's him.
That's you. Like, you got that vibe. You got that Fantasia. Like, you just humble, but give me the mic.
Appreciate it. I'll take it.
All good. So, talk to us about your origin. Where are you from originally? Like, where'd you grow up?
I am from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
I've been singing since the age of 7.
What?
Yeah, my choir teacher basically discovered me. Shout out to Miss Sullivan.
You started in the church?
No, I started in school choir.
Oh, it's a school choir. I've never heard of that.
You never heard of choir at school?
Oh, yeah. At 7 years old?
We had
at my element, we had choir at my elementary school, but to be in the choir, it was like 4th and 5th grade. Like we didn't have like 7th
we
grade.
had choir like.
And 7 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have that.
That is
we didn't have that at my elementary school. We had 4th grade and 5th grade.
Wow, that's crazy.
But y'all know, you don't know, but I'm from the country. So
yeah, it's
not like we have like what you had in Atlanta or Memphis. Those are bigger cities. So we probably wouldn't have like choir in elementary school or certain schools may have it, like a Christian school may have.
So it wasn't like as strict and like strategic as y'all thinking. Like it was just like after school or we had a class and we would be in choir. Like I don't know how to.
Dope.
But it wasn't like the choir that you think it was. Yeah.
Like it wasn't like Sister Act.
Yeah, it wasn't like crazy, but it was just like she had a group of us that we like to sing, and so like little programs and stuff, like the choir performed at it.
Fire.
So one of my classmates had overheard me singing, and I guess she told the choir teacher, but she was also a teacher. Like, she was our teacher, but she was the choir teacher on the side.
Okay.
And she stopped me one day after class and was like, babe, I want you to sing for me. And I sung to her, and she was like, you can really sing. And I'm just like, okay, like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. I really didn't care. Like, I didn't care about it. And so she ended up giving me a solo. I had to sing at the Black History program. It was Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. And my aunt came because I had a cousin that was also in the choir already. But nobody knew I was in the choir because, like I said, I didn't know if I could sing. I didn't tell nobody. I'm just, you a kid.
Right. Trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So they gave me the part, and my auntie was there to see my cousin. And, of course, I got up and started singing. So I found out, like, years later, she had called my mom and was like, I want you to listen to this little boy singing. And she let her hear it. And Mom was like, who is that? And she was like, girl, that's your baby. And so that's how, like, the fam found out. And, like, ever since then, like, I just started singing. My mom worked at a nursing home, so I did a lot of, little performances there for them on certain days, women's domestic violence programs, and I just kind of kept going, and then church came and all that.
A lot of good karma energy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You do give back. That's what I get from you, too. Mm-hmm. But being from, like, Memphis, right? So we always know Memphis as, like, First 48 and, like, real rough, and, R.I.P. Dolph, because he done got assassinated, basically, in his hometown, but... what was it like for you from the perspective of somebody so soft-spoken and like, was you raised in the hood? Like, how was it for you?
So I am from North Memphis, for those who don't know.
Okay,
but I feel like, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I have my background, you know what I'm saying? And I know my roots. I know where I come from. I don't know. I guess it was just like family. I had a wonderful mom, wonderful parents, you know, a great family, kept me grounded. And I feel like you get to choose your situations. I mean, I get it. But,
like being in the hood. So do you think being in the hood, like, you do make choices, like, from your environment, right?
It's harder, for sure. I won't say, like, oh, my God, like, it's just your choice. Like, because some people don't have a choice. I will say that. And I don't know. I just feel like, I just thank God I had a good head on my shoulders and a great family that supported me, supported what I wanted to do. And yeah.
You had a supportive family. That is key. I'm sorry. Everybody don't have that. So that's true.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, you know, how did, you know, the history of Memphis music prepare you for this? Because, you know, you're from Memphis, but, you know, we know 3 6 Mafia, Project Pat, but, you know, that's also the home of blues.
Yeah.
K. Michelle.
Al Greens. What you mean? Yeah.
You said Al Green?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's all good.
That's fire.
I would say it was just, you know, it's soul. Like, I feel like there's no place like Memphis. It never will be. I don't know. It's just a well, I don't even want to say that. I was about to say something else, but I don't want to say that either.
Nah, you gotta say whatever.
Infinite vibes, you gotta say.
It's not bad, but Memphis made my skin tough. Let me say that.
That's good.
It's good and it's bad because I feel like we could be so much more like further along in Memphis in the music if people work together. Like I feel like,
oh Lord, not this story.
It's the community in music. I feel like it's just not there. But nevertheless, I feel like, you know, Memphis is definitely a great place to come from. And like I said, we sold, so it works.
I can see where he said like the not coming together part because we hear about the beef in the rap game, all that stuff like that, or
and not even just rap, just, you know, with the singing, like, you know,
how many singers, like, not saying you're the only one since K. Michelle, but like, what are some other singers that you have like outside of her, outside of Al Green, K. Michelle? Is there anybody on the come up like you, or that you paid attention to?
Yeah, now I'm paying attention. Yeah, so I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I just
focus. It's okay if you don't.
Yeah,
it's okay. Okay. You just focus on you.
Tunnel vision. It's all good. It's all good.
That's good.
It's all good. Could you see yourself, like, you know, working with like DJ Paul or Juicy J on some music? Like, Juicy J give you a beat and you just go crazy. Could you see that?
I mean, it just depends on, because I'm not just a person that wants to work because of who that person is.
So
it would have to be, it would have, Juicy J would have to send me something that would be like so amazing. I'm like, yes, Juicy J, let me get on this. But I don't know.
We were just talking about that, bro, because I literally was like, I don't care, but I'll do respect to Jay-Z or Beyonce or whoever, but I'm not going to just do music with you.
I don't know. Beyonce called me.
Beyonce. I like Beyonce, but if it's not the right track,
if it don't resonate,
I'm going to just politely tell Beyonce, first of all, she's your inspiration, so I know that,
you
want to work with her. But I do too, but I'm not going to, I'm be like, nah, that ain't it. But are you scared to say no?
I'm going to whisper.
You going to whisper.
But are you scared to say, like, maybe
I would definitely, like, in this, like, I'm very, like, verbal and, like, direct about, especially, like, in a session with anybody, or I'm just very, like, very verbal about it.
Very direct.
Yeah.
Because it's still your art. Like, we understand, like, of course, like, everybody wants to work with Beyonce, but, you know, being the person to be able to hold your nuts and say, hey, Beyonce.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But real artists.
Beyonce, I want to work if you ever see this, you know.
It's going to happen. Manifest. Speak that life.
He's going to work with her because he got that voice that's going to
Absolutely.
He going to do it.
Absolutely.
What is it about her, though? Like, I just want to know personally, what is it about Beyonce that makes you be like, it got to be her. She's my biggest inspiration. What is it about her? Is it the entertainment or is it simply just the music? Because she's entertaining.
So, for me, because starting out, before I even knew of Beyonce, like, I've always been I was a huge lover of Christina Aguilera. And when I jumped to Miguel, because I went from that to Miguel, I love Miguel. It's just something about when you hear certain people, and I just connected. Like, when I heard Miguel, you know, Miguel came out, he was just this weird, eccentric guy, and I'm just like, ooh, like, that's how, like, I hear that, like, that's how I feel when I sing. So it's just a connection thing, I feel like I just get it. When I hear her music, I get it. When I hear her drags and I hear everything that she, you know, the acrobatics that she do, like, I just get it and I love it and I feel it. And I don't know, she's just an inspiring lady. All of them are.
I like that.
I mean, Christina Aguilera, I wasn't expecting you to say that. That girl.
Yeah, that was literally like the introduction when it comes down to artists that I fell in love with.
She was the first one?
She was the first one, yeah. My cousin was a huge fan of her, and I just kind of, fell in love too.
Yeah, that's hard.
It was the growl and all the grit.
Do y'all feel like she slept on?
Well, I mean, she got Grammys.
She's gonna forever be Christina, so it's,
right.
I don't, Yeah,
all good. So, you are somebody, like we said earlier, you really are somebody that, it's like, if you don't know about you, you sleeping up under a rock because you got a lot of cool things going on. You selling out shows. Where does the humble energy come from? Like, how do you just stay so grounded?
I think that's just me. Like, I'm just chill. But at the end of the day, like, I'm a God-fearing young man, and the same way it's given, it can be taken away. So you got to always remember that. And it's just, I don't know, like, I've never been the type to, like, have to do the most. Like, I just let my music speak for itself, and I'm doing what I love. And my whole thing is just connecting and building my brand and building my career. Like, so I don't care to, do anything outside of it.
Right.
That's good.
And the fact that you only have one EP out is very, like, it just stands out. Like, to me personally, like, you don't hear the rare stories like that often. Like, people just put out singles or people got their own process, but your story is different. Like, you put out an EP and it just spread it out like masses, like, to everybody. So, right. So, for, like, the Red Room situation, which is the EP that I'm talking about that got attention from a lot of people.
So they say we got to say album now.
It's an album.
It's an album. It's 9 songs.
Oh, yeah, that's an album. Oh, yes. Oh, Lord.
I was saying EP when I first came out.
Anything past 7 songs is an album.
See, I was taught, like, I honestly was taught, like, anything under 10 was, that's why I said EP, but I'm glad you told me that, because anything under 10, that's what I was taught. But now that you said that, yes,
I was
you
saying
put
EP
out
at
an
first,
album.
Oh, yeah, they changed it, Blame Kanye with the whole album.
It was Kanye Vo?
Yeah, well, basically, when when Good Music, they did the whole, when they released all them albums that 1 month, all songs were 7, and that was basically what changed it.
So what I was saying with, okay, so that makes sense.
It's right. It's just...
So with the album, like, with you, like, did you know, like, of course, we know the stories from other people that you don't talk to, but, like, did you really know that it was going to be, or did you kind of just put it out there and was like, whatever, on to the next? Like,
no, so I had recorded all the songs already. I met my manager, who's my manager now. Shout out to Lester Pace. I met him, I want to say 2018, and then, like, he came by, like, I don't know. One of those years. But he came to the studio, and I didn't know him. It was a friend with my old manager. Long story short, he came by the studio. And, like, I'm playing a few songs.
You in Memphis or you in Atlanta? Where
Memphis,
you at?
yeah. I didn't move to Atlanta until, 2 years ago.
Okay.
Fire.
So I'm playing the songs for him. Like, he's sitting over there, like, he's, bald head guy, like, kind of, like, very intimidating. And he's just acting, like, so uninterested. So I'm like, you could just get out. Like, if you don't like it, just get out. Like, I'm a new artist. Like, I'm just trying to find myself. And when I got done playing the music for me, he was like, dude, this shit is crazy. Like, you got to put this out. And, like, he basically made me, because I didn't want to put any of it out. Like, I was still just in that stage of insecure about my music, insecure about my voice, like, still trying to figure out, like, how do I want to present myself? Like, all that good stuff. Put it out, and, I mean, it's been doing what it's been doing,
Right.
Until this day.
Absolutely.
That's
so
fire.
What was the feeling like for you to see all the success? Like, what was that like for you?
It's still pretty mind-blowing. I think the best thing now for me is, like, going to the shows, because I'm still, like, when people, like, announce a show, even when I just did my first concert back in Memphis, my own concert, October 27th of last year. And just to see, like, people, wait, October? Was it October? It was. Or November, one of them.
Before December. Before December.
And I did the concert, and, like, I was backstage. Like, I knew the show was sold out, but I was still backstage just like, oh my God, I hope people show up. Like, I hope people come. So it's just still dope to see people, like, sold out shows, and they singing my, my words. And, I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
They're singing word for word. You ain't even got to sing. You just be like,
I just be throwing it out there. Like, so it's just super dope. And, yeah, it's dope.
That's hard, man. Especially coming from Memphis. Like,
yeah.
I'm sure you done had, like, some naysayers in the past that done been like, you ain't like, have you ever had that? Like, in the past where people was like, man, this ain't it, and kind of made you feel insecure, and then You had good people around who could tell you the real? Yeah.
So I've never had like nobody directly saying anything. I've had, situations happen to where I knew like people didn't believe in the craft or wanted me to feel like I needed to change something or change the way I sung because I'm over singing or the pitch is too high. Like I had stuff like that. Yeah. But no, I've never just had it like, direct. I've had people, I just feel like it's all just groundwork. It's all like a foundation. Everything that I've been through, every person that didn't help, every person I reached out to that didn't come through for me, like it's just all about building. It helped me build my character. Because now those same people, coming back around. It's like,
oh my God, I love your voice.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I
always knew, I always believed.
Yeah.
Always believed.
But it's, and it's cool, but I just feel like it's character building, and I'm glad I went through everything I went through. And I just got to keep working, and one day you won't have to do all that.
It's all it is.
Yeah.
It's all it is.
I have a question though, because I know the EP was toxic. You know what I'm saying? It was like toxic love, and then also you can't help who you love type of situation. So like, what are your non-negotiables when it comes to like relationships? Because the toxic thing is real, like, but you don't find that out until you get to know somebody, and then you're like, hold up, who the fuck is you? Like, what are your non-negotiables when it comes to a relationship?
So as of now, because I won't lie, like I'm just like this healed person since Red Room. Like I still go through my issues. Right now, it would be just honoring what I feel. Like, because sometimes I feel like we try to fight through things and maybe like, oh, well, maybe if I do this, maybe if I do that, like this will feel better or I'll feel better and like I can probably make this work. But it's like sometimes you really got to just be honest with yourself, like, and honor what you feel. Like, if I'm having doubts or if I'm not my happiest around that person, like I got to honor that. Like, okay, cool, we not meant to be rocking. Yes, I love you, but that doesn't mean...
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah,
I agree with that. What you think, Moran?
I agree. I've been there.
Yeah, but it's hard it's easier said than done. Like because we be knowing, like you be knowing when it's that person is not your person, but you just being all like maybe I don't know, the sex is good.
She can cook, bro.
It's just some, it's something that's keeping you around. You feel like this is it, but it's like it's not. Like because I feel like I know love is not easy, but I don't know. I shouldn't have to question it. That's how I feel.
I agree. You gonna have ups and downs.
Yeah.
But you should never be like, man, this ain't it.
Is this my person?
Right.
Yeah. Like, and see, I have those. Yeah. Anywho.
I feel
you human, man. You human. So, talk to us about some of your goals with music. What are some things that you would like to accomplish?
Like just in general, or like next? Okay, because something like next 5 years and shit. I don't know, man. I want to be huge. I want to be a household name. Touring the whole nine. Like I really want to like just be as big as I can be,
Right.
I don't really have like any like direct goals. Of course, like the basic stuff, the Grammys and all that. But it ain't really like, oh my God, that's a goal. But it would be nice. I don't know, man. I just want to just take it to the moon,
Take it to the moon.
Take it to the
It's going to get there.
It is.
Step by step.
Step by step. You're absolutely putting the gasoline in the spaceship, my brother. For sure, man.
The fact that you like, you, as an independent artist, you are independent.
Yeah.
You got offers on the table? You independent? Okay. Are you going to stay independent?
I plan to as long as I can.
Get all your coins.
Yeah.
That's the advice I would say.
It takes longer, but
But like with you being independent, of course, and putting out a project and trying to find your sound while putting out a project and stuff like that, what's some advice that you could give to a up-and-coming artist that may not feel secure in their sound, but they just putting out stuff and they rushing because they feel like somebody got to hear it or, they've been waiting on this music, but you ain't even found you yet, but you in a rush to put out music. What's your advice to an artist like that?
So I feel like testing the waters is good. So putting something out is good, but I will also take time to like figure out, like I said, I was trying to take time with Red Room and like figure out like, what do I want to sound like? How do I want to be presented? I would say, I don't know. Just stick to your guns. It's all trial and error because there is no formula, I feel like. And just figure out what works for you. And
That's right.
Dope.
That's
well,
good.
we definitely rocking with you, big dog. We definitely
you
rocking
got our
with you.
support.
Thank you.
We appreciate you just stopping by the show with the vibes and the energy. To our listeners, to our viewers, hey, just when he take over soon, just
We had it first.
we had it first.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me.
So you
Of
just
course.
gave some advice to up and coming artists. But one thing about Infinte Vibes, we always just like to leave with just positive words of affirmation, just positivity, all that and so on. So if you don't mind, speak some more life into the world. Like
Some more life.
Speak some more life. What is some advice that you could give to anybody that's on their way?
Well, I'll just say what I've been saying the last month or so. I am worth it. You are worth it. I am purposeful. You have a purpose. I don't know. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Okay.
Purposeful.
Just keep going.
I like that. Yes.
Purposeful. Absolutely,
That's
man.
dope.
Well, we rock it with you. Thank you so much for
Right.
pulling up on us. Please give our listeners your social media. Let them know how they can get in contact with you and introduce this record that you want us to play, my brother.
Yes, follow me at J Howell Music 1 on Instagram. That's JHOWELL Music and the number 1. My album is called Red Room. Make sure y'all get that on all platforms. And yeah.
But before you go, what we got coming, bro?
We got that current classic coming
Okay.
up. Our guy Jay Howell will be performing one of his records over a classic R&B. These have been over a classic R&B instrumental. My bad. I'm just excited to talk about it. But these have been going crazy. And yeah, we got another treat for y'all. Keep it locked. Infinte Vibes.